Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers and/or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for listening. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. This is your investigating spawn trooper reporting from the scene. Interesting development. Here's a small message to everyone out there. If you know someone or you know this person on this answering machine, please get them to get in touch with me.
Hey, Robbie, it's Barbara and Wolf. We got 3 boxes packed to you. Some are crystals, some are skulls, and some are Native American chokers and necklaces. We're dropping them off at UPS right now, and they're insured. So they said that you get them Friday, so watch for them. Going to your house. Love you. God bless. Tell Z. Sending hugs. Bye-bye.
Now you wonder, you think about it. Just think about it for 1 second. If this person, apparently this person is a liar. This Barbara is a liar. Now, I find that very, very interesting, to say the least. It seems that the police always seem to call everyone else a liar, but they don't lie. They tell the truth. Okay. So if you are telling the truth, that means you'll have a receipt of receiving those items. And also you'll have a confirmation from DPS, because apparently you didn't receive those. You didn't receive that package, apparently. So therefore, you would have contacted DPS and you would have asked them to investigate it and ask them where that package is. And you know as well as I do that when it comes to that package, it probably was sent. You probably did receive it, but that's just speculation. But I do say, but that lady who was speaking on that answer machine, if she's a liar, why don't you ask her to show the receipts that she would have got, especially when it's insured? Because anything you send through DPS or Parcel Force or any type of, not Parcel Force, any type of parcel delivery company, they will give you a receipt, especially when it comes to insured items, because obviously they want to make sure that that thing gets there, right? And there's also a tracking number. Now, I know DPS. It's basically a German company, and they've got units over here in the UK. And I know someone who actually works for them, and I asked him, and I played this message to him, and he said, yeah, no, if they'd have sent a parcel, one, they would have had a receipt, a tracking number, and they would have also had another receipt for the insurance. And also, basically, anyone who'd have received that parcel, they would have had to sign for it. And it would have been scanned into the system. So, yeah. You've got, and this is from a while back. This is over 4 months ago. This is quite a while back. And what's with the bloody 18 short videos you've got about your next door neighbor? For crying out loud. Talk about stalking. Talk about like deliberately going out your way to stalk a guy. That's borderline psychotic. And the thing is, you got that you seem to be proud of like thinking that you're always right and everyone is wrong. And I find that very interesting, because like anyone in their right mind wouldn't have this stuff in the public view. They would not. It just doesn't make any sense that you would actually have these videos in public view. And you even, I mean, obviously you were filming it through your CCTV camera and probably through a cell phone as well on a couple of videos, because the thing is, you're richly harassing the guy, and when he reacts, he's the bad guy, and you just because he got arrested for domestic DV, I mean, what happens in his household and then you make accusations. Where's the proof? Every single thing you've done, every single thing. Yes, you've shown a mugshot of him and the criminal record, but that's not the whole story. There's a beginning, a middle, and the end. And all that I'm seeing from you, absolute waste of oxygen, is you're always poking people. You're always making accusations. You're always saying shit, and you never ever show any proof unless you get confronted. And then you make shit up. And okay, fair enough. Everyone has a right to speak and do what they like, but you guys, you're showing a pattern. You're showing a pattern of behavior that, I mean, anyone with any common sense would actually see what's going on here. But anyway, so if anyone knows this lady, and this lady wants to come forward and make a comment and show any evidence if she has got any, fine. If she doesn't, fine. But this just shows you what these type of people, and also, where's Bruce? Where's Bubbles? Yes, I named him because there's been a large topic about him tonight on the Facebook group, the hate group. Not that I condone a lot of stuff that's said on there, but some of the stuff is absolutely so entertaining. You just can't look away. It's like, ooh, look at the lights. But seriously, I mean, if she comes forward and she has proof, you guys have got you got a lot of digging out to do. That's for sure. Right? And she sounds quite a sweet lady, actually. And you've probably taken. I mean, I don't know. You've probably taken advantage of her. I don't know. I'm just speculating here, but it would be nice to hear from that lady, Barbara Wolves. Well, I don't know. But anyway, it'll be nice to hear from her. So if anyone knows her, yeah. The next time I'm live, just let her know, give her the link, and she can come in and, and if need be, I'll go on restream and then I'll invite her into a conversation. And then we'll hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Anyway, take care, guys. Look forward to the next part, because there's a few parts in this. Bye. And ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another installment. Yes. You'd think that everything's done and over with, but no, it's not. You see, here's another interesting, how can I put it? I found one of the fleas, doing a bit of research, and basically they just listen.
Crime Swines. I remember them being on the East-West Coast thing. I know Jeebus was there. So AA started from that point too? Or was it going on before that? Yes, it was definitely Locker Nuts. They're cool. I like them. I haven't watched them in a while though, but I like them. I have to check Jeebus. I know a lot of you guys watch Jeebus. I never got it started then, right? AA too? Good night, Bill.
Listen very carefully. Listen very carefully.
I just remember it was on Guapo, so I don't know where it originally started. I know it was on Conkeys, and I remember them talking that they didn't want it to be on Conkeys. That's behind the scenes. And it ended up on Raw. So I was just thinking, I'm like, if Guapo started that, that's kind of messed up how they're keeping it going. That's cool. So when you're doing stuff for the kids and stuff like that's cool, that's great. Can you watch Jeebus? It was originally Guapo's for AA. That's what I thought. And that's why, like, when he was saying when all this went down, they're gonna create another AA. To me, it's kind of like, all right, so you guys are gonna still do AA, and it was the Guapo started it. You know, like I was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I thought, at least at the time. But I wasn't watching from the beginning, so I could, it was just a thought. I wasn't sure if it was correct or not. I used to watch all of them, but then I got addicted to these people called Get Swamped and these Least people. I started watching. I wasn't even watching Storage Unit. I somehow saw Jeremy's channel, and I started watching that, and then um, obviously we learned who Guapo was, and Conky and Rob, and then he met Robbie through Savannah at Gitaland, and I was like, Robbie, what is this? It was just so weird, and I knew Robbie, so I kind of stick to this side of it, and I watched Guapo's auctions, but I didn't really watch Rob's, and I watched Conky not much, but I did a couple of times. So it was really like I was watching George's too when George was doing his, and so it was like really George, Jeremy. I did watch Guapo and Get Swamp. So that's kind of how I just kind of stayed in the mix. I didn't really watch everybody else because I got to watch Omar. Um, but then, like, I don't know, when this shit went down, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And Jeremy, like, you just started to tell it was fake. He's so dramatic. It was like, this is not real. This is just like so made up. And then when you saw him get like even when he was on the Gator, like you could see him getting so psyched up for the Gators and stuff. You could just see the difference between how Robbie was and he was. Very, very animated. And yeah, I just started thinking, yeah, I don't even believe this guy anymore. So and I started thinking he was shady and just yeah, all he does is brag about it. You know what cracks me up? He wears this like vest that he got at the Harley vest, right? That he got from returning someone's storage unit to them, and he took the guy's vest. This guy couldn't afford to pay his own storage, but you took the Harley vest. You're like Mr. Millionaire, aren't you? You can't go to the Harley store and buy yourself a Harley vest. And
So this went on and on and on for quite a while. Okay, but don't you find it interesting what she just said there? She basically gave you everything that basically occurred. She also admitted that all this was started by Guapo. So yeah, but I mean, what else you need? What else you need to prove that this is a hate campaign and a character assassination by these individuals? There's no more. There's absolutely no more need to discuss anything in regards to this because at the end of the day, there are quite a few people who believe them, and that's their choice, and they can, and that everyone has a right to believe whoever they want to. Right, but here's the thing: you need to do a little bit of research. You need to do some digging, find out the truth, go back in time, find out where it all started, and you'll come across stuff like this. You'll come across her speaking freely about what was going on. And there's more. There's way, way more, which you'll see in part two. Be right back.
he still wears it. So every time I see it, I'm like, it's like I don't even care that I gave to you. You bought him his stuff back. No, man, I don't need it. It's probably your favorite shirt.
Now, I'm just going to pause it there. I mean, obviously, this is from part one, so this is part two of that thing. I mean, she goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, it's the typical dribble of bullshittery and everything else. But here's one thing. Here's one thing I like to remind you of. What's being said here right now was 4 months ago, or probably even longer before that. You don't know when they recorded this and put it up, but this is from a live stream, right? And this live stream is called "Let's Chat Question and Answers: What Happened This Week." Okay, and this is over 4 months ago. Now, here's my question to the fleas: if this is not character assassination or defamation or anything else, what is it? What is it about you, Lisa, and your unhealthy interest, your unhealthy interest in this one individual? Because you tried to explain everything about this, right? A month or so ago. But this is 4 months ago, and you sound possessed. You sound like you everything he does, what he wears. Who cares about the vest? The vest is immaterial. It's a piece of clothing. And if the guy whose storage it was, if he wanted that vest back, I think Jeremy would have gave him it back. But I mean, if we listen to what you say and let's, okay, we'll listen to what you say. But ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want you to listen how you say it. Just listen.
And I'm gonna take it from you. Yeah, that's not a cheap vest, and Jeremy can afford it. I'm sorry, he could have went to the Harley store and bought himself his own. Sorry, and he took it from him. I couldn't believe that. You know, all the gator patches. Oh God, I know. He like got on top of what, 2 gators, and all of a sudden he's the alligator wrestler and he's all these patches. Like, yeah, he definitely has a mind sometimes of like the camp stuff, you know. And oh my God, guys, y'all know I worked in the music industry. Do you know how annoying it was to like hear him play that freaking acoustic guitar? uh,
Now, this is not the first time you spoke that you worked in the music industry. Yeah. What? As a fluffer? No, you didn't work in the music industry. You worked with a band. That's it. You know, there's a big difference. Did you work with Beyonce? Did you work with Puff Daddy? Did you work with Snoop Dogg? Did you work with, I mean, you've got no history or background in the music industry. None. No big artist. Nothing. Because if you did, I one thing can assure you, you would not be sitting on your platform right now talking so much crap. That I can assure you of, because you would not be doing that. That's fact. That's fact. Because at the end of the day, right, there's working in the music industry, and then there's working the local band or something like that. Yeah. So, you know, I mean, the credentials you should have, if you worked in the music industry, why aren't you doing it anymore? The credentials you would have right now would probably might be way better than Swamp Brothers Robbie. Okay, because the thing is, if you think about it, the music industry pays really well. Yes, I know. So does the film industry, especially on the crew side. Yes, I know. Right, so let's not sit here and blow our own little trumpet, because that's already debunked. Because if you worked in the film in the music industry, you would not be on this platform. Hell, no, no, and you wouldn't be living in an environment where you are living. Okay, and you wouldn't be online day in day out, right, trying to get the views, trying to get donations, and trying to get those super chats. Okay, because you would be loaded. Because let me tell you one thing: the music industry and the film industry and the TV industry are the best paid industries anywhere, everywhere. So you're full of it.
And he thinks he can play and sing and blah blah. And when he talks about, like when he opened up that one storage unit, and there was a bunch of musical gear in there. I'm like, oh my god! Like I was like, wow, that's a great. He didn't know half the shit he was talking about, but he acted like he did. And I'm like, oh my god, this guy is so full of shit, so full of shit. Hairball, I'll be right back. That dude's up there along with the flipping phone scammers.
No, I could go on, but just listening to that voice makes me feel physically sick. So, good luck, Gabe. I don't know how you put up with it, but hey, you're tagged and you're still on probation until 2027. So when your probation ends, maybe then you can pack your gear and run. Just saying. But the thing is, here's the thing: if you were doing this 4 months ago, probably, I mean, I haven't even gone back any further yet, and not just on you, but on a couple of other people as well. Here's the fact of this whole situation: you have a serious problem with Jeremy. All this, to be honest with you, I don't care what it is, but this is a personal issue. This is not a professional thing. This has got nothing to do with a court case. Nothing. This hate campaign that you've been going on with, and that you've got other people to jump on, right? And for some reason, around this time when you were doing this, where was Bubbles? Where was Slug at the time? Where was Jabbity Hoot? Where was TC? Where was everyone else? Where's Tori this night? Where is she? Right? Because it says to Lee's Kendra. Right? So that means, yeah, this is way, way, way before all this bullshittery started with you and Tori and all the other people. Right? And this is where you make the mistakes, because the thing is, people will go, oh yeah, did you hear what she said last week? No, it's not why I care about what she said last week. It's what I care about what she said last year, or 5 months ago, or 9 months ago, or something like that. And now, guess what? That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. And not just with you, Fräulein Lisa. I'm doing it with all of you. Because the thing is, there's a pattern. And we're going to find that pattern. The fact that you, on this stream, that you actually showed Mr. Hales's properties and addresses and everything else. Okay. The fact that you showed all this information on your how can I put it, on your screen without redacting any personal information. I wonder how that's going to look. And considering that this was 4 months ago. Don't you find that interesting? I don't care about what that man earns. I don't care what property he owns. I don't care. Okay? But you have shown every single address. You have shown the names, the full names, right? And you richly stalked him onto a website called Real. And I'm going to take a couple of screenshots. So basically, I've got some receipts and proof what you're doing. Okay. I'm gonna. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you've done here, and you say you don't, what do you call it? You don't dox people. Yeah, you've doxed people. You've richly doxed them, and I am really looking forward to actually showing this. Actual fact, you know what? Don't need to do that. And the fact that you've doxed these people is just absolutely it's gobsmacking. But you say, oh, you don't dox people. Well, here's the proof that you do. Maybe intentionally or maybe unintentionally. You dox people. And that's the best part of it. Because now I've got proof that you do it. So, congratulations. Congratulations. You'll be seeing these screenshots that are from you. And I've made sure just to keep a little bit, just a little bit to prove that it's you. Right. You are so stupid. You are so stupid. And I wonder if he's actually aware of this. Public information is one thing. Have a look under the word doxing. Have a look under the word doxing, what it means. Okay. It means full names, addresses are part and parcel of that exact thing that you're doing. So, yes, you made a bit of a boo-boo, haven't you, madam? Okay, yes, fine. Have a look at the information, but don't put it out there. Now you've put not just two, but you put multiple addresses out there with his full name and also George's full name. So, and you say you don't dox people. Well, you've just been caught out, madam. You've just been caught with your pants down. Even though that's the most disgusting picture in anyone's brain, but yeah. And this is 4 months ago. This is 4 months ago. And you've literally just doxed the guy. You're an idiot.